Masters of Harmony is a seven-time international champion men's barbershop chorus.
I want to stay around you.
My name's Les Weiser, and I'm 65. With the Masters of Harmony, I've been a member for about 19 years now. I joined in 1990. Every Wednesday, our chorus gets together and rehearses. It's not unusual for guys in our chorus to drive up from San Diego, to drive down from Santa Barbara to Santa Fe Springs, to sing with arguably one of the finest men's singing organizations on the planet. I think it was Roy Scheider that starred in the movie about Bob Fosse years ago. What was the name of the movie? I can't think of it. All That Jazz, thank you. And, you know, his life is falling apart, all these different things going on in his life, but it's showtime.
Les Weiser has been singing barbershop for at least 30 years. He is a showman. I mean, he is the kind of guy that you meet in your life, that the moment you meet him, you like him. You don't really know why.
Well, you know, I have this other passion, and I enjoy, I mean, my exercise is, the way I keep this body looking like this is I ride my bike a lot. I started riding a bike. I was enthralled with bikes when I was a kid. I started riding again seriously as an adult probably 30 years ago. And it's the one form of exercise that I seem to be able to stick to because I just really enjoy it. And I ride recumbent bikes, which are bikes that look a lot like this chair. You know, I'm kind of laid back and my feet are out in front of me and I'm riding along. So recumbent bicycling is something that is just a way to ride a bicycle that just takes all the stress, all the tension out of it, to the point where I can ride 40, 50, 60 miles and be fresh the next day to do it again. It takes a lot of time for me to learn a song. So I often take my iPod, and when the Masters of Harmony or my quartet needs to learn a new song, I have to learn my part, and I have to learn my part exactly right. So I find I can ride my bike and I can learn my part that I need to learn at the same time. 1, 2, 3. I'm so blue. I was working for E.F. Hutton, and I decided I was going to try to make a full-time thing out of music. And I resigned. I opened a little office, and I worked hard on acquiring gigs by contacting companies by telephones and hook and crook and whatever I could do to get these kinds of jobs. And there are still many organizations around that do that very thing today. I found one day on a rainy morning, sitting in my bathrobe, I said, I got to get out of this house. I got to go back to work. Because even though I was doing okay at it, it was not fulfilling to me when it became my full-time job. It was fulfilling to me when it was fun. Music brings let me say that it scratches my head from the inside. If I can talk about the physical feeling of locking a chord with the chorus or with a quartet, there's a certain ring that goes on inside my head that just hits some sort of a little spot in my brain that gives me a pleasure sense. I call it a peak experience. I've probably in 30 or 40 years of being involved in music one way or another had that peak experience a half a dozen times. But I'm always looking for it. I'm always hoping to have it. And you can't create it. It comes when you least expect it. In 1914, in 1903.
What do I think about Les? First of all, he's a great, bigger-than-life guy. I've been riding with him 2 years. He's a musician. He was a stockbroker. He has layer on layer on layer on stuff he does. I mean, I would ridden with him for 18 months, and then he tells me he used to throw boomerangs. Oh, yeah, boomerangs? I got him.
It's a hard climb to win that gold medal. It's like being on an Olympic team of singing. The commitment that it takes to go that far in this hobby becomes more of a lifestyle than a hobby.
It's more about being surrounded by people who are so dedicated and want so much to please you and so much to give you everything that they have.
It's great for your health. It's great for your core. It's great for all those things that that go along with basically just living into a ripe old age.